Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of our Jurassic World, and we got another special guest with us today, the DurpiDaedric. Welcome.
Thanks, man.
And
good to see you.
Yeah, and you couldn't get on the other day, could you, on the last video?
No, it was a bit late for me.
Yeah.
Had school the next day.
Oh, yeah. And where are you from?
I am from Australia. I'm Australian.
Right, okie dokie, yeah. So the time zone's here, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, or 20 past 11 in the morning. It's about 20 past 10 at night for you.
It is.
And which part of Australia, General?
I am from the eastern side.
Yeah, cool. And
so it can get pretty hot.
Oh, yeah, I've been asking you about that because you said it's been about 40 degrees there for ages.
Yeah, yep, for about 2 months.
Wow, right. Well, here we are. For the people who will have watched the last episode, we are just at the back of the Irex paddock, the old paddock that was in the movie, not the newly designed one for the visitors, but this is the old one. So I tell you what, we'll just nip inside and have a look through the glass, and I'm going to change modes now back to this. So if you want to follow me. So you are one, and you just tell me what you do for JurassiCraft, please. That would be great.
So I am the head of graphics design for JurassiCraft. I also do a bit of modelling in my spare time when I get the time to do it. But I've done a fair bit of tweaking to a lot of the new models, so the T-Rex, Raptor, Indominus.
Yeah, because we were talking to the other two guys, Rapatech and Jurassic Alien, the fact that it's a team effort. Each of the dinosaurs, certain people do different things, don't they? And you sort of do the touching up at the end, is it? And
exactly.
Do you do all like the graphics, i.e. the skins and stuff?
I don't do any texturing, but I do put together all of the blueprints.
Right. Aha.
So
the new ones as well.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
so I designed all of that.
Yeah.
Which was good fun, but I'm really happy with what we've come up with.
How long does it take you to? And people don't realise how many hours and hours of work that goes into this mod. How long does it take to create a blueprint from the blank blueprint to the end?
Oh, it could take, depending on the dinosaur, depending what I want to do with the poses, it can take anywhere from an hour to 6 hours.
Whoa! Just for a blueprint?
Yeah, just for one blueprint, it can take a long time.
Wow, superb. Right, what we'll do then is nip outside, because for those guys who watched the last episode, and I'm going to do some more building on this, this is the old one that I built about 8 to 10 months ago, all that's left of it, which is the old paddock, and I just built a square one, and we know now from the film, from the satellite, that it's a hexagonal. And last episode, I just started building the new shape. Although I know when I posted it on Twitter last night, people said it was slightly long, which I agree with. But what I'm going to do later after I do this bit, and this is not my real world, so bear in mind that those blocks of water I hadn't cleared up before we opened up, so it's a bit messy at the moment. But I aim to shorten it, so it's going to be a bit stubbier. So I can do that with MC Edit in game later on. So I'm going to make it a bit more sort of squarer. It's a bit long at the moment. I won't make it much shorter, but that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, so do you want to see a part of the world, because you haven't seen anything? Would you like to go to Main Street? That's all I say quickly.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and then we'll do something, and you can show me some of the stuff that you're working on as well afterwards, like we did last time. Absolutely brilliant.
Sounds good.
We'll be back in a minute, guys. Will we just go across to the other area? Right, guys and girls, so we're over by Main Street, and for those who are keeping up with the series, you will be knowing where we are at with this, in terms of still a lot to do around the outside, and the world famous T-Rex arena over here. Because you're at the moment still working on the new T-Rex, are you not?
Yes, we are. We're working on Rexy, the legendary version of the T-Rex.
Right, and where's the canon? Where does that come from in terms of the JP series?
Rexy was in the first Jurassic Park movie and Jurassic World. It was the female T-Rex that we see in both of those movies.
Absolutely.
And this enclosure is perfect for it.
Absolutely,
I love
it. I'm really looking forward to it. How are you, because of the detail, how are you getting the scars on? Are you going to get the scars on her or not?
We're going to do two different versions. We're going to a version without scars and then a version with scars. So when she's born, she obviously won't have the scars, but over time, she might get in some fights, and these skulls will generate over her body.
Wow. And did you just say that Wizzy's doing that for starters, or who's doing that at the moment?
Yes, Wizzy is doing that as we speak.
Oh, right. So I'll just see, Woozy's over... I'm trying to think where Woozy lives. God, blimey. The thing is, the JurassiCraft are worldwide, basically, and from all over the world. So sometimes it's quite hard to tie in time zones and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, yeah. So, funnily enough, this is pretty big, this arena. And the one I'm building, the iRex one, really... is on the sort of size comparison with that, but so I might not actually shrink it very much, because at some point in the future the iRex arena was something like this, wasn't it? It turned out in the film that it ended up being the Trex arena, but in the in the pictures it was an iRex arena. Right, you haven't been on this world, have you?
No, not for long.
No. What would you like to see anyway?
Oh, whatever you think, whatever you're the most happy with, whatever you're the most proud of.
Well, let's go along the promenade. I'm proud of everything, to be honest. Considering how long I've been building this, I don't think it would have all been possible without the JurassiCraft mod, to be honest, because that's what got me into this. Let's toggle down for, we don't want that stuff, do we? There we go, let's get rid of that. And we also want the day as well. Set daytime. There we go. Right. I suppose the proudest thing I'm over, if you follow the front of the promenade, these were only done recently last month, so these have turned out really well. But what I want to show you, I think that most people are impressed with around here, if we follow it round. You all right? Still following all right? You got no problem with lag or anything, have you?
No, I've got a great connection.
So it's only Jurassic Alien that has a problem. Right, so this is probably my proudest achievement. Although, no, I suppose the Trex Arena, Mosasaurus Arena, the Innovation Centre, but I think this has probably taken the longest amount of time.
Oh, wow. If I could see this in shaders, this would be incredible.
It is brilliant, isn't it?
It is absolutely outstanding.
And I'm quite proud. I'm actually very proud of this bit at the far side, which is the Hawaii Convention Centre they used to film that part of the movie. But so I'm quite proud that I actually got that to look like the convention centre.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Of course, the Mosasaurus Arena, if you follow the lake round, it's going to be a quick tour for you, because I'm really interested in the work you're doing as well. But you could be able to come on this server again as well with the other guys. Mosasaurus Arena, I think everybody knows that this started me off on the Jurassic World. Oh, I'm having a bit of lag, but I should be all right. You still following?
Yep, right behind you.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that's the point. You know, is there any way we can get the new Mosasaurus to jump out the water? Any way, from animation-wise? Is there any way it can poke its head out or something like that?
I think we can do that. We can have the full body shoot up out of the water.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that will be something to be seen if that does that. But yeah, the day I'll be able to use a JurassiCraft Mosasaurus in here, I can't wait. I think it's been in about 6 months in the making so far, the Mosasaurus.
Oh, it's taken so long because we've done it once, we haven't liked it. We've done it again, we haven't liked it. We're on our third attempt and we're actually got something we really like, and it's going to look perfect.
Cool, absolutely brilliant. So that's that. I think this has not got the full island. My old island that's available, the version 1 island, of course, is available to download. That's got all the other stuff on it. But the only thing that this has got, of course, is Isla Sorna, and I know your mates quite like looking at Isla Sorna, so we're going to TP one more place, so /TP, and we're going to go to site B, Isla Sorna, so 4233199 16,511 because it's 16,000 blocks away, so it should build. Oh yeah, we're here. You
just got to load in.
Yeah. So of course I have no one has ever tried to build this. Lots of people are building Isla Nublar, but I still feel I am the only person in Minecraft that's ever built this to this. Are you backing over here? Right, coming over.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I can still proudly say that I'm still the only person that's actually built this bit. So
Yeah, I
far.
think you are. I've never seen a Isla Sorna map. There's not much of it, but straight away this is going to look amazing when it's done.
Do. Yeah. I'm again, this has turned out a lot better than I expected because they're small build. Well, some of the big buildings, the hatcheries and stuff are big, but this particular section here, for people who follow, people like me who followed Jurassic Park, I've had comments from people who don't play Minecraft and stuff who really like it. So that's for me. If people watch my videos who don't play Minecraft and like it, that's a bonus, always a bonus. So you come and follow me through. This is as per the movie layout, roughly speaking. You can't be exactly right because you never know what the sets look like. And here we go. You walk in first. You can go first. You can go first. You can go.
All right. Oh, this is where the raptor attack happened.
Yeah. And I had to watch it several times to get it absolutely right, but it was left.
Yep, just over
here. Yeah, she was over here, wasn't she? She'd walked down and then she was over here and looking through these and going, ew. I think, sadly though, I think they would have all been eaten. I don't think any of them would have escaped, to be honest.
Yeah,
but that was a film.
It's a movie. You can't battle the movie logic.
No. Right. There's a little lab at back, but I'm still... once I get you can see online, people, that I've got the furniture mod installed on the previous episode, so you can see where I put stuff in. This is just a basic lab, really, at the back. And my next trick will be, after doing the IREX arena upgrade, or the IREX paddock upgrade, is I'm going to do the kennels at the back. And I've decided that, funnily enough, in the film, they all ran down here and turned right. Which, as we know, there is nothing on the right on the map at all that they use. So I'm going to put the corridor to the kennels down here. And then the kennels, as we all call them, are going to be out the back here. Which would naturally work, wouldn't it? Because if you hatch them there, hatch them in the hatchery behind you, you'd bring them down to the kennels while they were small. And then further over there is the outdoor baby dinosaur area. But we shall see. It's a big project.
It is.
Okay, are you happy? Anything else you'd like to see?
Whatever you want to show me, honestly. I'm just blown away by everything you've made. This is just incredible.
Thank you. It has taken a long time, as you know. November 2014 I started this project.
Wow.
So it's... and if we go around here... Oh, that's it. JurassiCraft 1.9's in the making, isn't it?
It's very close to being complete, honestly. Just a few more models to do, a few more blueprints. And she'll be on her way.
Who does that? Who does the mod work and the coding and stuff like that?
Oh, so we have Geggy, and he's one of the most amazing people, one of the most amazing coders I've ever met. He can add a dinosaur in minutes. What he does is outstanding. Like, big shout out to Geggy.
Yeah, big shout out to Geggy. I've got him on Skype, I've got him on Twitter, I know that, and I've been in contact on Twitter, but that's about it. Yeah, these are the pens in the videos where we've been collecting the wild dinosaurs of Sorna and putting them into here. But you can't see them today, of course, because we're in 1.9. But that's the pens, and if you follow me, where are you? Over there. I love the Metrocanthosaurus, by the way.
Oh, it's going to be even better when it has its toes in.
Oh, and the new Dilos. The new Dilos are just awesome. Really impressive. So if we go through this corridor over here, I just want to finish off by showing you where we've captured all the Velociraptors and the Achillobators, which I'm very impressed with. And this is the Achillobata pen. Which I was proud to have borrowed the fences off my good friend Rolo MC, who sent them to me, and his designs were very good. Right, so that is it really. So here we go. So hopefully, I think you're going to show me a couple of things for this video, and the fans, because they are like lapping it up. They're always after an extra picture, aren't they? And just like a picture of a head, and they all go wild. Oh,
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Right, so we'll head out of here and see you shortly, guys and girls.
Cool.
Well, here we go, guys and girls. We're over. We're doing a screen grab at the moment, and Daedric is now going to show us some new stuff. Just take it away, man.
So this is my most recent model I've been working on. I've been working on the Troodon. I wasn't happy with the last one. It didn't look enough like the game. And so I just put a few hours in and come up with this, and I'm extremely happy with it. It still needs a bit of work around the head, but I'm extremely happy with how this has turned out.
You've now made it lower and longer, haven't you? It's almost like a real sneaky dinosaur that goes around in the dark.
Yep, exactly.
It's like, for me, it's like the alien of JurassiCraft, because it's got those bulbous eyes and it sort of sneaks around the dark. And of course, in the game, Jurassic Park, the game, it sort of had nests and put one of the security guides in it, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
And I hope we can make it just as scary.
Yeah, and you've put new feet on and you've got new hands by the looks of it as well.
Yep, I've pulled the arms down in a certain way just so they look a bit more threatening.
Wow. Superb.
Now the next model is Blue. And I did all of the Raptor Squad models a while ago, and we just haven't got around to doing much with them. But I'm really happy with how all of these models turned out. I've shocked myself with how good they've turned out. And Blue.
Show us you've got two things: the head, the new head, and the blocks on the back of the neck.
So the blocks on the back of the neck are we can texture these to be the neck bumps that Blue has in the movie, and they obviously won't look like these blocks when we texture them. They'll just be little bumps, running up and down the side of the neck.
Wow,
which will be good.
Well, cool. You've now got new eyebrows in. You sort of slope the head, and you've also, if you put the head round to face forward, you can see the outline of it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, for Blue we really raised up the eye crests. In the movie she had huge eye crests, bigger than any of the other dinosaurs, so we thought we may as well make it film accurate.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is definitely my favourite of the Raptor Squad models.
How many hours have you spent, do you think, on this particular model so far?
On this particular model I think I only took about an hour.
Right.
Because I could edit down from the other old Raptor model.
Yes.
And I could just adjust the angles and stuff.
Yes.
Make it look right. But yeah.
The different shapes now, aren't they? If you flick through the four models, you can see the difference when you flick. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, they are definitely different shapes.
Yeah. Now we have Charlie. I'm not. I think I might do a bit more editing to Charlie, but in the movie she was rather flat, like her body was rather level to the ground, and she had the open jaw, which was rather threatening. But obviously we'll be able to see her teeth when it's textured and everything. But I think I've got to do a little bit of work for this one. I'm not as happy with this one as I am with the others.
A perfectionist at heart, then.
Yep. Always have been, always will be.
Absolutely fantastic. And obviously, Raptech. So you got the different members of the team. Another thing, I don't know if you can show it. You mentioned IREX as well. You mentioned you're doing some work on IREX. I wonder
if I have the. So this is the upgrade. This is the updated one because I slimmed it out.
Yes.
And now this is on the blueprint now, but I'm not quite sure if I have the old version on here. That's definitely not it. That's when I was making the feet.
You've been working a lot with the head, haven't you?
Yeah, the head on the Indominus has definitely been, was definitely the most outstanding feature of it. Just how Cucho did it is just outstanding. It just looks so perfect, so film accurate.
Yeah, they were saying the new head style Cucho's design is really sort of now going to define the next stage of the mod, isn't it, with all the heads and everything.
Exactly. We're going to have to redo everything with this new style. But honestly, I'm happy to redo it in this new style because it's just so perfect in every way.
Look at those teeth. I love these sideways teeth as well. They're well cool.
Yeah, they poke out.
Wow. And that's probably the only other model that everybody keeps asking about is the Trex, and we talked about it earlier in this video, the new classic Trex, isn't it? I call it Trex. Sorry, I'll get told off. Rexy, yeah, classic Rexy. Yeah, I call it Trex, and probably I shouldn't really, but There we go.
So this is, I'll give you a comparison between Rexy and the other T-Rex, the standard T-Rex. There we go. Let's take the texture off it. So this is our standard T-Rex model, and this is the Rexy model. So the Rexy model obviously has a much more drooped down and streamlined appearance compared to the more upright tail of the standard T-Rex.
Right.
She's also got a much longer neck, which I think really defines Rexy, the huge head and neck in comparison to this. But obviously Rexy doesn't have the throat pouch, which the male did, because she's a female.
Yes.
But overall, this right here is my favorite model today. I'm just so happy with how this whole... Actually, both of these T-Rex models are outstanding.
Wow.
Wissy and I did incredibly well with it, and Andreas did a stunning job with the head.
So, in terms of, you said you're going to do a JP1 Rexy and a JW1 Rexy. Are they going to have to be different models as well as different skins, or are they going to use the same?
I think they'll use the same model, but they'll definitely have different skins if we get to it. We might just do the Jurassic World Rexy for the first update, and then maybe add the other one, and it might be a chance that you get one or the other.
Right, so I'm going to have to do the helicopter pad now.
Yep.
To put a standing on top of there. Classic. Yep. Overlooking the park. That'll be good. With a render. Well, the thing won't render, but cool. Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest things I think the fans have loved as well is the new feet. I mean, the people have liked the new feet and how they match in. So I think thanks to you guys for putting them in. I think they look awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely just streamlined the model out much better. Like, when we had the box feet, it just didn't seem right because we had these very complex heads, curved necks, properly curved bodies, and tails with multiple pieces, and then we just had squares for the feet. And it just didn't make sense.
No.
So, yeah, I think we did a really good job of getting these together.
Absolutely. Superb. So, you know is that the latest skin you showed or an old skin? You know, the new Rex skin, standard one?
Oh, yeah. No, these are the these ones here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's texture glitch here. That won't be in game.
Right. And interestingly enough this week, because we've obviously seen Jurassic Alien's awesome Spinosaurus, which really also is redefined in the mod as well. But there's an article, scientific article came out now that they reckon, well, it's the last few weeks, and they reckon that T-Rex was the actual same size as a Spinosaurus, and that in a battle the Rex would win hands down, which is quite interesting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it's still a thing about the fact that Spinosaurus is a water-based dino, and the weight distribution, oh, look at that, fantastic. Distribution was better in the water than it was on land. So it's quite interesting. The advances of looking at fossils and stuff is bringing to these creatures. Look at that. I love the head and the sloping mouth. It's fantastic. Look at that.
Yeah, but I completely agree. The T-Rex would have to win hands down, just with these massive crushing jaws.
Yes.
The bite force would be incredible.
Yeah.
I don't think anything could survive a bite.
No.
A singular bite from a T-Rex. It just wouldn't happen.
Not like that. Wow, absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Let me just pause a sec. Right, okay, so one more model to show us today then. Go on. Oh, wait, tell us all about it and what's changed.
So this is the Compsognathus, and if you can remember the old Compsognathus, it wasn't very film accurate. And I'm not saying that Eddie did a bad job of it, but he did what was good for the time. But I kind of took it, I took some time, and I come up with this initially, and that just didn't look right. So
the head didn't look right.
Yeah,
sort of
we thought that maybe this could be the Pro Compy, and this will be the standard Compsognathus.
Right.
But just the amount of detail in this head alone is incredible.
you've narrowed the neck, which makes it a lot better. And yeah, you've really made it like when the little girl was feeding the hot dog to it.
Yeah, yep.
They were compies. Yes, that was definitely compies.
Yep.
Lost World, and that now looks like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Actually, I watched that scene over and over again just to see how it stood when it wasn't attacking, because it was always moving around. It was just so light and agile. It never stopped moving.
So you've said before, we're off camera. Was Wizzy like? So who else does it apart from Wizzy doing the textures to go on these things?
Andreas also does a lot of the textures.
Yeah.
So he did the Spinosaurus texture, and actually a few of the other textures that will probably copy some of the textures over from the old models.
Yes. Yeah.
Just because some of them are good enough, but ones that aren't good enough, like the T-Rex, we didn't think that was good enough, so we just overhauled it, started again.
And who does all the super new animations that are going on? Because they must take a long time to do as well.
The animations are now done by the modelers. Our head animator, he said that he'd designed a way for us to use keyframes to animate.
Right.
So I could take, let's say, the T-Rex, fix that up. I could take the T-Rex, and I could take it and just put it in a position I'd like.
Yeah.
So I could put it in a raw position, and then basically our coder Geggy could put it in game and create a flowing animation from its standard pose.
Yes.
To the keyframe.
Right.
So basically the animators are the modelers now.
Right. Yeah.
So if you can model, you can animate.
Right. Superb. Yeah, and I think the big thing that people are saying, of course, there's a bit of a gap. The flying creatures, I think people are asking whether the flying creatures will fly again in the 1.9. But I don't think they're coming in. Don't think they're coming in with version what. I like the way you're doing the stage now, because there's so much work involved. You're having to sort of stage the releases, aren't you? And there's only a certain number coming out on that first release.
Yeah, we've definitely cut back so we can make sure every model is perfect.
Yeah. Okie doke, that's brilliant. Well, I will say a big thank you for coming on, especially now at this time of night, and for giving us an insight into the work that really goes behind these mods. So that's it. Turn that round. I love when it turns back round, the head facing. I love when there's a certain position there, sort of catches the light, and then comes round again. It's a brilliant profile. Brilliant dinosaur. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the new Rexy and put it into the world, as I said. So anything else you want to say to the fans?
Get ready for some awesome stuff. It's going to keep getting better.
Absolutely. Well, I think we are, lots of us, and there's quite a few YouTubers now making JurassiCraft series, aren't they? And I think obviously and it's growing from strength to strength. So I cannot say thank you enough for coming on the video and sparing us your time.
Thanks for inviting me here.
Well, yeah, because you spend all your days modelling and changing it and adapting it, and it's really good I think it's really good for the mod that you're able to come on and show us some stuff, and so that people sort of get a look, because people know they have to wait for the mods, but they like to see pictures and stuff as in the making, so it's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, not a problem, Smithy.
Right, everybody, again, the link to JurassiCraft is in the video description. Their forum is just going from strength to strength again. That's Minecraft. That's on the planetminecraft.com. Is the main forum, isn't it? Is that right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's where you converse with the fans and answer questions, or some people do. I mean, there are a lot of questions. But yeah, and I'll put all the links in the bottom. You can download the 1.88 version of the mod, I think, at the moment, can't you, from the download page?
I believe so.
Or, I know you don't like it, but if you go and follow my Planet Minecraft page, the 1.8 version is there still, even though it's not available on the JurassiCraft site, but that's unofficial. And my mod pack is there as well, so you can literally load my world up, play with the mod pack, and have a look round. So go and check that out, guys and girls. Thank you again, JurassiCraft team, the DurpiDaedric. Thank you very much indeed for your time. So bye-bye, everybody.
See you guys.
See ya. Bye-bye.